volunteers within hospice, their role is to aid families and residents here at Mogan Friends in whatever they might need. Sometimes that can look like a cup of tea, and other times sitting for an hour and just having a conversation. Their role is huge here, and they support families, they support residents, they support the nurses and all of the other staff.
And the program is vital based on all the components, from the doctors and the nurses to the volunteers to the families and the individuals who are dying. It is because we all work together in a truly interprofessional and humanistic way that it works.
Of really just being comfortable to be with a person where they're at. And while the person might be facing a lot of difficult or scary situations, the comfort of having a reliable person who will sit with you with a non-judgmental approach, who's just prepared to listen to what you have to say, or to just be there with you when there's nothing left to say. That's a really important piece that volunteers are able to bring to the program. And I do think volunteers are very special people that have that human connection that is really what's so important at that time.
Being able to just be there for people and just to listen and to, you know, to be whatever they need at that time. Even just getting a cup of tea or something can really make a difference. And it's not too complicated, but it's not easy.
We go into individuals' homes that are on the palliative program, and we'll provide a service for them as a volunteer. I think this program is really crucial. I think it enables people to remain in their home if that's their desire. And I think it also provides support to the caregiver, which is really important. They're often tired and distressed and just feeling at loose ends. So it gives the caregiver a bit of a break to have the support there. And I think for the individual that's on the palliative program, it's wonderful that they can remain at home and we can come in and provide companioning or massage or whatever their needs are.
I think I actually gravitated towards it over time. I started working in medical, in busy acute care units and emergency departments and places like that, and just found as I went through nursing that I just really loved palliative care. And it's become a passion for me, and it's more about getting people what they really need in the end of life rather than that chaotic environment. And it's just really, I don't know, it's an awesome place to work. It's an awesome place to be able to help people in the end of life. So.
The one thing that drew me was the first time I walked in here. The peace of mind that existed as you walked in the front door, and then realizing that there was a very unique facility for people to come for end-of-life care.
And it always sends shivers up my spine because it is the touch that absolutely matters. And I would recommend this to absolutely anybody who has time to go and do it.
End of life is a very, very important time in passing for people, and there is nobody that should be dying or passing by themselves. There should be somebody there with them leading up to it and right to that point of passing as well. And why do I do it? You know what, I have to say I do it more for that person, for those people that might be alone. I don't do it for myself, I do it for them, because I find that rewarding in the sense that I've been there for somebody.
Those moments, the moments of authenticity, where the trivial matters and concerns that take up a great deal of our lives are just they just seem to not be that important anymore.
One lady has said to us, she said, when I get a massage, she says, I feel so special. And she says, I forget about all my aches and my pains and what's happening to me. And she just, every week she looked forward to it.
I don't think that I can even imagine not coming to Hospice House. It is such a, for me, it keeps my own life grounded. It keeps me grounded in that I go up to Hospice House, I spend my hour and a half there, and I come away knowing how lucky I am in life, and that possibly I've made someone smile that day or cheered them up in some little way, maybe just sat with somebody and held their hand and they weren't talking at all. But I always come away from Hospice House feeling so much better than even when I went in. You know, when I go in, I feel good, but when I leave, I feel better.
It's the connection I have with the residents. They're so appreciative when you go there, and you walk in through the doors of Hospice House, and whatever's going on outside in the rest of your life, it's meaningless. You know, it really is. It's a really great experience, and I just hope I don't have to give it up anytime soon.
They appreciate you being there. They enjoy seeing you, and they enjoy the conversations that you might have with them.
With this first client, that it was a real relief for him to have someone who wasn't emotionally invested in his illness, so that he could talk quite openly and freely. So I felt it was a real privilege to be able to bring that aspect to his life. And he was also a real character, so I got to hear a lot of funny stories. And it was also quite an honor to listen, to bear witness to his life and to hear some of his stories. And you know, it was a very, very fulfilling experience.
I would say that we're all dying. We just don't know when. And sometimes it's sad and sometimes it's painful, but that is all a part of life. And I don't feel that this work is about death. It's about life, and it's about honoring life and finding that which is most important.
Everyone that we've gone to has been so inviting and grateful that we come away feeling like we've received a great deal more than what we've given. So it's a huge honor.
I think some of the skills, one of the greatest skills you need is listening and not wanting to be rushing around doing things. So my philosophy has always been that I'm there to be and not to do. If you're able to sit and listen and be prepared not to do anything else, you got it made.
Everybody benefits from having the volunteers, and what they offer is absolutely immeasurable, and hospice wouldn't function without that part of our team.